Hi everybody, it's Uzo again from Uzo's Food Labs, and I'm really excited about this episode because we're going to be making palm wine prawns. Now, palm wine is making a resurgence now because I never saw it before except if you went to like the villages, but now when you go to events, you have companies that serve them in the calabashes, and I happened to reach out to one of those companies and they were nice enough to give me some palm wine that's apparently fresh. It smells fresh, and they gave me a calabash as well. I'm really excited. I'm not returning the calabash back to them. So I have a guest too who's pretty special to me, and she's going to be coming to help us out as we concoct and get nice and happy. We should call these drunken prawns. Yeah, so drunken prawns using palm wine, and I've got a very special guest and we're going to meet her in. And my guest is here. So, who do you think she is? Do we look alike? People say we look alike.
We do look alike.
A little bit. A little bit. This is my baby sister.
Baby.
In quotes, yes.
Quotes.
So, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Yes, my name is Ugochi Morimi Amuta. I'm Uzo's sister and I'm a publicist.
Yes. But I'm not her client because...
No, not yet. At least.
Because she gave me a bill the last time and I just like, see you later. But anyway, so she's here because, well, two things. She's about to get married.
Yeah.
But she doesn't cook very much.
I don't.
Alas. So she's actually taking lessons from me.
Yeah.
So I figure we can add this to her itinerary.
Yeah, sounds good.
Good. And you like seafood, don't you?
I love seafood.
Good. And
prawns,
it's good for you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then you drink red wine, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
When was the last time you had palm wine?
Like
Never.
10 years ago.
A long time ago. Okay, so we're going to be making drunken prawns.
Okay.
Using the palm wine. And so we've got our prawns here, we've got palm wine, we've got chilies from
Uzo's Food Labs.
Garden.
Oh, Uzo's Garden.
There you go. I mean,
Uzo's Food Labs now.
Has a garden.
Okay, Uzo's Garden.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, so don't fall my hand out. Okay, so we have chilies from my garden. We've got onions, we've got garlic, we've got ginger, we've got our seasoning cubes, Maggi cubes, the regular ones. We've got basil from
Uzo's Garden.
Thank you, we got it right this time. Okay, and then I've got black pepper, we've got salt, and I've got some yaji, which is suya spice. And this is what's going to make all the magic happen. And it's pretty easy. And you can eat it on its own. Or you can have some bread, dunk it in.
Oh, nice.
Some potatoes. Do you still like noodles?
I love
Oh my
noodles.
goodness, we could sell this child for noodles.
I love noodles.
Okay. so and it's not very difficult to make, and it takes very little time.
Thank God, because I can't be in the kitchen all day. Just saying.
So we're going to go and cook now.
Okay, great.
Right.
Sounds good.
Okay, so first things first. Do you have pots yet?
I will have pots now.
So you get your pot on the stove, and then we want to get the drunkenness happening first.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So we need to add the palm wine. So that's how I borrowed this calabash.
You borrowed it?
Yes.
Which means it can't break.
I'm not even returning it.
Wow. Well.
Like I've claimed it. I'll just tell the young man, thank you. So we need to get all the flavor going in the alcohol. So a lot of people get scared about alcohol and cooking, but the truth is the moment you cook alcohol, the alcohol content actually evaporates.
Oh really?
Yeah, so what you have left
that.
is the flavor. So you have to make yourself useful.
So
all right, first things first, you want to add the onions and the garlic.
Okay.
There's a spoon here to help you.
Okay. Fancy. Usually I just put my hands inside and just put it inside.
You don't want people to like gang up on us and say we're like dirty people.
So am I adding all of it?
Girl,
okay.
like you have to get dirty with your food. Like just pour the whole thing in there.
All right.
Okay.
Here we
All
go.
Right. Thank you.
Right.
Okay, so you can put the bowl over there.
Over here.
Yes,
okay.
Thank you. So while I'm adding the other things, can you unwrap the seasoning cubes for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then I'm going to add the chilies. Do you eat spicy food now?
Yeah, I love spicy
Was it the
food.
finicky eater? Was it Nika?
I think it was Neka.
That's our other sister. She was. Let's embarrass her. So we used to call her Gaddafi when she was a child.
Yes,
She was like
had
a tyrant.
temper.
She had a temper. It was really bad, but she's calmed down quite a bit now. So, adding our black pepper.
Okay.
And then our suya spice, which is the yaji. You like suya, don't you?
I love suya.
That's one reason I'll never become a vegetarian. The love for suya is real. Maybe should we try like vegetarian suya?
Yeah, we should. It's made from tofu or something. Or
you're going far. I'm not interested. But anyway, so I'm going to add my seasoning cubes, just a little bit, because remember, seasoning cubes are usually sodium enriched. So taste after. Sodium enriched. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think so.
They have salt already.
Yeah. So you don't add too much.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we leave that first, and then I need you to grate some ginger.
Okay.
So I got this as a souvenir at one event I went to, and I have to tell you, this is the bestest souvenir ever. Like they're little mincing, grating type thing. So I think we want to use this one.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you do it, or should I do it?
Let me try at least.
Oh, sugar. Please don't embarrass me.
Ginger. Okay.
So directly into the pot.
Okay. Like that?
That's not too bad.
Okay.
That's not too bad. So this recipe was sort of like a last minute type thing. I came up with it at the very last minute. I make it quite often, but to show you guys, it came up at the very last minute. So I just went online. Is enough?
Oh, is that enough?
Oh Lord, have mercy. Thank you. Please stop.
That's a lot.
We're not going to grate the whole thing inside.
No, at least half of it.
My sister, it's a bit much. Wow. Okay, so please use your ginger to your own taste. You don't necessarily have to follow us with all of that, because this is quite a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to stir it all now. So sharing this recipe with you, I was like, do we want to share the fact that we like booze or not? So I just went online, and I went on the Conga Daily website, and I just ordered my stuff, and they delivered to me in 24 hours. So you guys should check them out. Now, the basil from the garden. We're going to add it last.
Okay.
So you add your herbs last, so that the flavor is still nice and fresh, and then it doesn't get bitter. So, do you like great smelling?
It smells amazing.
Yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you?
No,
You're
no,
biased.
no, it really actually does smell very good. It
smells pretty good, to be fair. I've been doing this for a very long time. Yeah. So what was it like growing up with me?
Uzo was always, the foodie, always interested in what mom was cooking in the kitchen.
Yep.
And she used to cook quite a lot. Like all our lives, she was the second cook of the family after my mom.
Yes.
So.
But I also have another side, my book geeky side.
Yes, she loves to read a lot of.
So I'm like a smart foodie person,
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So stirring this. Now, alcohol evaporates pretty quickly. So even as much as we've seasoned this, we need to get our prawns in quickly. Now, this is a good way. You can do this with fish. You can do it with chicken. Okay. I haven't done it with chicken before, but if you try it, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, follow us on social media. And if you want to see us try something, leave your suggestions as well. I think that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be good.
Challenge us to do noodles with alligator or something.
I don't know about that.
Something. Okay, so we're going to add the prawns in. Now, seafood cooks really quickly, so you don't want to overdo it, but just enough for the prawns to take in all of that boozy flavor and all of that. Now, at this point, you should probably cover it for a little bit.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Let's cover.
You can cover.
Yeah.
Okay. And in about 5 minutes, we'll open the pot up, and then I'm going to add our basil, and then we're going to taste it too. So in case we need to add.
My favorite part.
No, not now. We'll taste for. We will taste for the seasoning first. Make sure it's okay. Adjust it before we taste again properly with a fork.
All right.
All right. So let's taste for salt. I think I want you to taste after.
Okay.
I'm bringing out my spoons from my fancy pocket. So I'm going to taste for seasoning. I don't want to spoil it for you. So let me just taste for salt, so that it's like a surprise when you taste it. I've got hands of asbestos. I've got tongue of asbestos. Things can be hot. I don't even
really
feel.
hot. Wow.
It is. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. Oh, it's tasting really good. I really like that. Okay, and then the basil, which is like African scent leaf. You can use as little as much as you want. So no need to get all fancy with this. Just rough chop it with your hands. So you don't have to I like all this rustic type stuff. I don't necessarily need to chiffonade and all these types of things. Okay, then I stir it. I think I want some more herbs. Do you mind some more?
Yeah. Let's do it.
You know, basil is really good for you.
Oh,
I'm going to give you a gift of a basil pot.
Huh?
I'm going to give you a gift
for the wedding.
No,
okay,
for your house.
Okay,
for your future home. So that when you're cooking, you can just go out and pluck some leaves and stuff. What's wrong with you? But then I'm not even sure it's a good idea because you may kill the thing.
I won't mind.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so it's looking good and everything is cooked through. So we're going to turn the heat off. We're going to plate, and I think we're going to serve this with some bread. So you can dunk it in the juices.
I like
Mommy used to dunk a bit.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I have a pet peeve. Can I just say it? I used to not say it. So our mom used to like drink like hot chocolate in the night before she went to bed, and then she used to dunk
the bread
into the thing, and it would get mushy. Okay, but this time it will not get mushy. We'll do it nice and fast. So it's ready. Heat off. And let's go and eat. It's ready. It smells amazing. So if you're going to be dunking, then you leave more of the liquid in. But if you want to reduce it a little bit, you can make sure some of the liquid goes away. So let me just spoon that. And the thing is, you can actually have this almost like a soup. Almost like pepper soup, but not quite. So you actually can use a spoon in addition to the bread. So we're going to draw this closer because we don't want to make a mess.
Oh, that looks really good. I feel like I'm in a fancy restaurant.
Not quite. But it's pretty easy.
Nice.
It's pretty easy to make. It's a bit unusual. So sometimes when you want, a little bit of something different, then you can try this. And it's got a spicy kick to it. I'll just put some of the broth. So we're going to go all rustic with it, and you're going to dunk. You've got like some soft white bread, the nemesis for every fit farmer.
I know.
White bread. That brown wheat bread business.
It's very depressing.
It's just,
although they say it's healthy.
It hooks me in the ribs. I don't really like it. It has a plain white bread, and then we're going to dunk.
Yeah, ready.
Ready? Okay, you have one baton.
Okay.
And I'll have the other. Let me move this. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Dunk and taste. I have like a fancy spoon. Well, I have a plastic spoon here. We're going to try it so you can try the prawns.
That actually smells tastes really nice.
Sister.
And smells really nice.
There you go. Okay, so let me taste too. So it's really comforting, and then if it's a cold night or the AC in your house is working too much and you've simulated winter in your house. See? So the alcohol really gives it something. So you
can barely taste the alcohol, actually.
Yeah, but it gives it an extra flavor. So that's it. Nice and simple. Do you want some more?
Yeah. Can I taste the shrimp now?
You're waiting for me to give you permission. Help yourself, but it's hot though. A bit of the broth.
Maybe just a little bit.
Okay. So while she's tasting, then she's going to go on. It's hot though. Thank you.
It's really good.
So we're gonna like get everybody to eat this. But if you want more tasty recipes like this, if you want more tips, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us some comments below. Try it out. Let us know. Follow us on social media, Uzos Food Labs. And until next time we come your way again, find a wine tapper so that you can get some fresh palm wine so that you can try this. Or ask me where I got mine from. I'll be more than happy to share. Have a good day.